Hello again, I'm here with Lord Bilimoria, Lord Curran Bilimoria, an old friend in Westminster, to talk about his experience about access to capital and his entrepreneurial experience. I've known Curran for some time. He's been very involved in India to UK relations and is famous for having founded Qodeo, huge success story in the beverage area, I suppose, in the UK and internationally. Perhaps I can ask Curran to speak about your experiences about issues about access to capital, about challenges, about issues that you've seen in the UK versus India, regional locations, etc.
Thank you, Simon. Simon and I were at university together, so we've known each other for many years. And in fact, it was when we were at Cambridge together that I came up with the idea of Qodeo. An idea is one thing, putting it into action is another. And one of the most difficult things, apart from getting the product right, and the whole marketing and selling and production in an early startup business, is raising money. And especially when you're raising money for an unknown product. You're unknown, your product is unknown, your brand is unknown, and in most cases, like me, you have no collateral, you have no security to offer. So why should anyone back you? Why should a bank lend to you? Why should an angel investor lend to you? Why should anyone invest in you when you have zero credibility? And I call it crossing the credibility gap. What makes you finance? People finance you, supply you, buy from you, work with you when you have zero credibility. And the number one reason is if you have faith and confidence and passion and belief in yourself and in your idea and in your product, that gives people the faith to trust you, to give you a chance. So I had that in abundance and I really believed it would work. But still, it's very, very difficult. And we raised money in the early days from every source you could imagine, from basic overdrafts, unsecured overdrafts, to family, friends who would lend us money. We had an angel investor once who, for £50,000, we gave him 5% of Qodeo, valuing the business to £1 million. We raised money from government-backed guaranteed schemes. In the UK, you have the government small firms loan guarantee scheme where the government guarantees 75 to 85% to the bank. The bank's exposure is then limited to 25 to 15%. Makes it easier for the bank to lend to you. We got 2 of those loans. And then, of course, the best thing is to get good advisors. And we had a firm of accountants called Grant Thornton who got involved in the early days. And Grant Thornton, A, gave us good advice, but B, putting their name to us when we were fundraising, gave us that credibility. Apart from introducing us to investors, we had the Grant Thornton name behind us. So the most important thing is to think widely when you're raising finance in those early days. People narrowly think, oh, it's only an overdraft, or it's only a loan, or it's only giving away equity. Actually, you can be very creative in the way in which you think about raising finance. And we've raised finance from just about every source you could imagine, eventually ending up with private equity from a major hedge fund, then another private equity investor, as well as banks. So I've been through the whole lot, and I've also been director of a major listed company, so I've seen that side of things as well.
So what do you think, so what do you think about issues of access to capital, challenges for female entrepreneurs, for diverse entrepreneurs? When you came from India to the UK, you were very much an outsider, I remember back then. So what do you think the challenges are? One of the things Qodeo is doing is on our platform, you're on our advisory board, thank you very much, you'll be featuring at our Democratising Venture Summit shortly and co-hosting hopefully, be great. But we've seen that particularly diverse and female entrepreneurs tend to underraise, under-ask, and get over-diluted in many cases, and find it very hard to crack the circles of narrow kind of networks that dominate venture and other kind of forms of funding. So what sort of advice and what sort of challenges have you experienced that you could, I suppose, illuminate our subscribers on there?
What is happening without doubt is the world is getting more and more meritocratic. The glass ceilings are being shattered, and the access to finance is one area which is opening up much more than it used to. I mean, if you look at the extreme, the City of London in the old days, to try and raise money from the City of London, you had to be from the right background, you had to go to the right school, the right university, otherwise they wouldn't even talk to you. All that has changed. It's now much more on the merit of your business, yourself, your team, your product, your potential that people are looking at. So I think you've got to be bold, and Qodeo is absolutely brilliant in that it has this platform that gives so much information and access to startups and entrepreneurs much more than we ever had when we started. It's wonderful to just be plugged in there, to be on that platform, and invariably in partnership with a firm of lawyers or a firm of accountants, so you've got that network as well. It opens up a whole world to you in terms of access to finance.
Okay. Thanks so much, Karen. We'll hear more hopefully at Democratizing Venture Summit shortly. Thanks for your time and good luck on your next ventures.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.